Has someone close to you started pulling away quietly? Not in words, but in behavior, in spirit? You see, death rarely announces itself with thunder. It whispers, through small shifts, subtle patterns, changes in the rhythm of life that most of us are too busy to notice until it's too late. Today, we're going to uncover 5 of these quiet signals, signs that someone may be approaching the final chapter of their journey, not to create fear, but to help you meet these changes with understanding, love, and presence. Because when you know what to look for, you can stop reacting, and start embracing each moment for what it truly is, sacred. So take a deep breath, and stay with us till the end. 1. The silence becomes louder than words. In the beginning, it starts small. A once talkative loved one doesn't call as often. They stop asking about your day. Conversations become shorter, less frequent, and at times, absent altogether. You might think they're just tired, or maybe upset, but often, this kind of withdrawal is the body and mind's way of conserving energy, an unspoken preparation for rest that is far deeper than sleep. Many seniors nearing the end of life retreat inward, not because they are sad or angry, but because the world becomes too loud, too fast, too heavy. They may stop engaging in their favorite hobbies, avoid family gatherings, or prefer silence over television, books, or even conversation. It's not that they don't love you anymore, it's that they are slowly detaching from the noise, from the weight of this world. The gift you can offer at this stage? Presence without pressure. Sit beside them. Hold their hand. Let silence speak. It often says what words never can. 2. They stop wanting what they once loved. You bring their favorite food. They barely touch it. You offer to take them to their favorite park. They decline. Their closet is full of clothes, but they wear the same few soft, familiar things every day. There's a quiet detachment from earthly pleasures, food, clothes, routines, that once brought joy. This can be deeply confusing to families who are trying to cheer them up or reignite that spark. But this loss of desire is not depression. It's often a sign of inner acceptance. The body stops craving what the spirit is ready to let go of. If you notice this shift, don't force old routines. Instead, ask, what would make you feel comfortable right now? Sometimes a warm blanket, a soft prayer, or gentle music can replace what food or outings once did. 3. The day becomes too long, and the night too quiet. Their sleep changes. They sleep more during the day, but it's not refreshing. Nights are restless. They wake up often, or say they had strange dreams. This change in sleep-wake cycles is more than just aging. As life nears its end, the boundary between waking and resting begins to blur. The body doesn't follow the clock anymore. It follows a deeper rhythm, a slowing one. Some describe vivid dreams or visions, often of long-past loved ones. In many cultures, this is seen as a sacred preparation, not something to fear, but to honor. If they say they've seen someone who's passed on, don't dismiss it. Ask what they saw. You may find that, in these dreams, they are not afraid. They're being welcomed, and perhaps, deep down, so are you. 4. Their touch changes, and so does yours. A once warm hand feels cold. Feet that walked for miles now need help just crossing the room. Hugs become softer, slower, as if each one might be the last. You'll notice the skin change. It may become thinner, more fragile. Bruises take longer to heal. Their grip becomes weaker, but they might hold on longer. This isn't just the body aging, it's the body winding down. Circulation slows. Blood is pulled toward the core, away from the extremities. The outer world matters less. What's inside becomes everything. Touch becomes sacred now. A gentle back rub, a soft kiss on the forehead, a hand held through the night. These are not just gestures. They are goodbyes, spoken slowly, with love, without saying a word. 5. They start talking about going home, even if they're already there. One of the most mysterious signs is how the language of someone near the end begins to change. They might say things like, I need to get ready. I'm going somewhere. I saw your father. He's waiting. Don't worry. I'm at peace now. Sometimes, they speak of a journey, a place they need to go, a room they need to prepare. Often, they ask if someone has come to take them, even when no one is there. This can sound strange, even alarming, but for many, it's a sign that their consciousness is shifting. The boundary between this world and the next becomes thinner. Whether you believe in the afterlife or not, what matters is this: they are not afraid, they are not alone, and neither are you. They may not say they are scared, but they need reassurance. As death nears, many people grow quiet. They may not ask questions out loud, but that doesn't mean they're not thinking. Will it hurt? What happens after? Will I be forgotten? Will my family be okay without me? These thoughts live in their silence. And while some elders speak about death openly, most carry these fears in private, especially those who were always the strong ones, the providers, the protectors. They don't want to burden you. They don't want to scare you. So they stay quiet, and hope you'll read between the lines. What they need from you now is not answers, but assurance. You're not alone. You've lived well. We'll be okay. And we'll carry your love with us. You're deeply loved, and always will be. These simple words offer peace in a way medicine never can. You don't have to say them perfectly. Just say them with heart. Because even if they don't respond, they hear you. And sometimes, knowing they are safe to let go is what helps them let go in peace. 6. They may not ask for forgiveness, but they hope you've given it. As the end approaches, regret often rises to the surface. The fights that never resolved. The love that was never fully spoken. The words left unsaid. But in these final moments, many elders don't ask for forgiveness directly, especially if they were once proud, strict, or emotionally reserved. Instead, they may give subtle clues, a quiet look, a longer than usual hug, a story they suddenly want to tell from the past. This is their way of reaching across time, a gentle request. Can we make peace while there's still time? Whether they say the words or not, your answer can be simple. I forgive you. Thank you for everything. We're okay. Because healing doesn't always need a grand moment. Sometimes, a whispered word in a quiet room is enough to carry two souls forward, one toward peace, the other toward closure. 7. They may not be religious, but they start speaking like they are. You might be surprised to hear spiritual language coming from someone who never spoke that way before. I saw the light. I heard my mother's voice. I feel ready now. As the body weakens, many begin to sense something beyond. They may not call it God, or heaven, or the afterlife, but they begin to sense a presence that gives them peace. Even skeptics may say, something's calling me. This doesn't need to be explained. You don't need to debate or question it. What they're really saying is, I'm not afraid anymore. And that is a gift. If they ask you to pray, do it. If they want music, a verse, a hand to hold, give it to them. You're not helping them believe something. You're helping them rest. They may seem to rally, but that too can be a sign. Sometimes, just days before death, a surprising thing happens. They wake up with energy. They eat a full meal. They tell stories, laugh, sit up straighter. Families feel hope. Maybe things are turning around. But in many cases, this sudden burst of clarity and strength is what's known as the final rally. The body, in its wisdom, gives them one last window, one last chance to say goodbye with energy and lucidity. It is beautiful. It is sacred. But it is often followed by rapid decline within a day or two. So if you see this rally, embrace it. Don't focus on whether it's a sign of recovery. Focus on the time it gives you. Say what you need to say. Hold their hand a little longer. Share a story, a prayer, a laugh. Because this is the moment the soul makes its last dance with life. And your presence is part of that dance. They may not say goodbye, but they're saying it in their own way. Most people don't say a final goodbye with a speech. Often, they say it in fragments. A memory, a compliment, a quiet look toward the window, a sudden thank you out of nowhere. These moments matter more than you realize. Sometimes, their goodbye is not to one person, but to the world. Letting go of its details and holding on only to what matters. Love. You may notice them start speaking less and less. They sleep more. They may stop responding altogether. This doesn't mean they're gone. It means they're in the in-between. A state of deep transition where the physical world begins to fade and something more peaceful begins to unfold. If you can, sit quietly near them. Speak softly. Touch gently. Play a voice message from a loved one. Because even as the body fades, hearing is often the last sense to go. And your words, your love, can be the last thing they carry with them. As you reflect on these signs, the quiet withdrawal, the loss of interest, the altered sleep, the fragile touch, the spiritual language, remember, these are not just signs of decline, they are signs of transition. Death is not always a moment. Sometimes, it is a season of soft fading, of whispered goodbyes, and of deep, sacred preparation. If someone you love is showing these signs, don't rush to fix. Don't beg them to return to how they were. Instead, walk beside them, love them where they are, and let every moment, even the hard ones, become a chance to say, you are not alone, you are deeply loved, and when the time comes, I will help you go with peace. If this video helped you understand something about your loved ones, or about yourself, leave a comment below with a heart. Let us know who you're thinking of today. Please like, subscribe, and share this message with someone who may need it. Thank you for watching, and may you, and those you love, walk through every season of life with grace.